Hey everybody, welcome to this month's update video. Well, months. I'm so sorry that I think it's like 3 months that I haven't done. I've been very busy, a lot's been going on, but every time that I've planned to do it, something has come up. So as it's half term, I am filming, and I'm going to try and film all of the months that I've missed and try and just cover everything in one kind of video about what's going on. There's a lot to talk about in today's video, so it might be like 25 minutes, it might be 30 minutes. I'm going to try and keep it as short as possible, but also as informative as possible. So if you're wondering where you are, this is Norwich Youth For Christ's podcast studio, and on that note, I will obviously talk about what we've been doing, podcasts. So lately we've been filming podcasts. We've only filmed 3 episodes at the point of me recording this video. Just because of, holidays, half terms, people being busy. So if you're a youth worker and you're interested about knowing what we do here at Norwich Youth For Christ, or Youth For Christ in general, or want to learn more about youth work, then go to Norwich Youth For Christ's YouTube channel and you can go watch Living on a Prayer, not about Bon Jovi. So I've been filming and editing and mixing all the audio and stuff like that for them. So that's been really great. Podcast is a passion I have I've been doing it that long now, that, it's something that I enjoy doing. So if you want to go check out the podcast, go check them out. Since the last update video I've done, we have had, if I am correct, 2 encounters. So here is a video from last encounter, literally just gone a couple of weeks ago, where I am playing with Gwil, our boss, the new boss of Norwich Youth For Christ. I don't know if I've told you about that yet, but we have a new boss called Gwil at Norwich Youth For Christ. Also played with an amazing Christian singer-songwriter, Jemima. It was such a pleasure being able to lead worship with her and play cajon, and had a drum sample pad, so that was really great. So here's a quick video that is on Norwich Youth For Christ's social media. So I'll quickly let you watch that now. Cool, so that gives you a little bit of kind of an insight of what happens at Encounter. So obviously I didn't do sound. In the last video, I spoke about a young person that I have been working with in production, and that's been really great. So he actually did all the sound independently on his own, and I'm really proud of him for doing that. He did a really, really great job. I had some people come back to me and say he's done a really great job, it sounded good. So I'm really proud of what he's been doing, and and I've been able to kind of be there and support him and help him and teach him the stuff that I know has been really good for me and for my own growth. By teaching, it's something that I want to be better at, and it's something that I know I struggle with. So being able to become more confident with doing that has been really great. So he did an amazing job with that. And just like Encounter alone, it's been so impactful. The last 2, like, God has moved so powerfully. Like at the one just gone, like all the young people were just praising Jesus, not to like go, look at me, I'm doing this. It was literally, it was like, honestly, like, I love you, Jesus, just like, I want to praise you. It was so powerful. The Spirit was moving in powerful ways. As you saw in the video, like, there were young people praying for each other. Like, it's so impactful. And it's like God is doing some incredible things at Encounter. It's so amazing. The next encounter we've got in July is going to be my last one. So I'm pretty sad about that as I'm coming to the end of my year. So in the last update video, I think, I'm positively sure, that I spoke about I needed people to fund for this year, for this gap year that I'm doing. And as it's been over a couple of months, after that video went out, my church, Connect Community Church, and just other people just really supported me. So I have now basically paid for the year, like I've paid it up. So that's really great, and I really appreciate all your support over this year. Like, you guys have been so important to me, and really a really big reason why I've been able to get through this year financially, but also like just the support you've all given me just by messaging or, you know, checking in on me, or, you know, asking my mum or my family how I am and how I'm doing. It's just, honestly, I'm so appreciated by you all supporting me this year. And I've got some news about what is happening in September, what I will tell you at the end, what you're all going to be probably excited about. Well, I'm excited about it because God is doing amazing things in my life. So what have I been up to? What has my life been looking like over the past couple of months? Well, it's been an absolute amazing whirlwind of a time. I've been doing some stuff. I've been home a couple of times, been doing some filming for my mum's church. That's been really great to do. But just like my life has been so crazy, like God has been doing some amazing things in my life, especially just like God has taught me so much this year, like just about myself and about Him and His character, and about, you know, like if we just live this life for Him, like, and we allow God and we give permission God to do whatever He wants to do in our life, that we'll start seeing our lives be shaped. And it's not going to be so simple, and it's not going to be like a really smooth path that's just been tarmacked. It's still going to be rocky because there's evil in the world. There's, you know, opinions of society and what the world tells us. But, you know, if we keep our eyes fixed on Jesus and fixed on what God is wanting to do and being obedient to what He's wanting to do, like, just like my life, just because I've been doing that and letting God show me what He wants to do and not taking control, I'm not taking control of what my life should look like, what this year should look like, or what I'm doing next year. Like, God is doing some incredible things. So if I can encourage anyone today by that, just like one thing to take away from this video is, if you let Jesus control your life, if you let God, your Father, be the center of everything that you do, then you're just going to see incredible, miraculous things. But on that note, obviously, what I've been doing here at Norwich Youth For Christ is obviously, Boost has been really great. Like, we've had loads of new young people come in, and we've also had young people leave. Ow, that hurt, just whacked my coffee, I don't know if you saw that. And, you know, the young people that are leaving, it's been so incredible to get to know them and be a part of their journey in life and be able to encourage them while they're here and be able to help them and teach them, you know, why they come to Boost, when they come to Boost, sorry. You know, I'd say I talk about this every time, like, doing Boost is so important to my heart because the young people that we get to work with is just a passion that I know God has given me to work with these type of young people, because I was one of them young people, you know, struggled in mainstream, that struggled, you know, in seeing like how am I even meant to like live in society when I'm not normal. Like I always saw myself as not normal, as different. So being able to work with the young people that, you know, have similar thoughts or similar paths or similar journeys has been really important for me, and believe that's where God is leading me to and what God wants me to do, and the young people I believe God wants me to work with. So it's been really, I've learnt so much over this year working, doing Boost. Tanya has taught me loads. She's taught me, about youth work and about, working more with kids with additional needs. And sometimes the right things to say and the right things to do and stuff. So that's been really great, and I appreciate all the support from you, Tanya, if you're watching this. And if you're not, then you won't found out that I've said thank you, but I really appreciate you for all the work that you've done. So that's been Boost. The Jam has been really great. We've been doing more songwriting. We had Jemima, who led Encounter, come down, and she led a songwriting kind of course kind of thing, and that was really great. So the Jam has just been really great, just to be able to worship and to teach. What Tom is doing with that is really great. He's doing an amazing job, teaching music and teaching what worship is and stuff. So that's really great. The school stuff, the CU, I've been doing the CU in a school for the past couple of weeks. That's been so great to do that. It's that teaching thing again, something I'm nervous at and I know I struggle with, and I know I need to be more confident with, but what I'm doing is I'm just stepping out of my comfort zone and going, right, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna talk about this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna try my best, I'm gonna pray about it, I'm gonna let God use me. So that's been so amazing. Just to see how God is using me with that. So some other things that I need to talk about that's kind of outside of Norwich Youth For Christ, but it's still kind of related with the year, is I was at Spring Harvest again. That was in Easter, seen a couple months ago. And that was so great. I was working with SFL and EEM, I think that's what they're called, essential something. Anyways, whatever they're called, I'm so sorry I forgot their name. But anyways, whatever they're called, they're a Christian production, do stuff like that. So it was so great to be at Spring Harvest again. I was in the kids venue. That was a bit of a change from last year when I was doing sound in Centre Stage with Ellie Lambert and other people. So it was really great. God taught me so much over that week at Spring Harvest. God just showed me some things and cleared some things up that I was thinking and feeling, and God kind of really spoke to me over that week and used what was happening over that week to speak to me. So that was really great. The second weekend in June, I'm going to a worship conference at Riverside Vineyard. I'm really excited just to be able to worship God and learn more about God. Worship is a passion that I know God has given me, and a gift God has given me, even though I'm not that great at drums, but God has given me that gift to worship Him, to minister to Him, to help lead people into worship. So it's just going to be an absolutely amazing, great time to just worship with other people that are just passionate about worshiping who Jesus is and all that Jesus has done and what God is doing in our lives. So I'm really excited about that and can't wait for that. Yeah, I think that's everything on the side of that. I really don't have a clue how long I've been going on for. It might not even be 25 minutes, it might be 15 minutes. I don't know. But here is a little bit of information that I can tell you. When I know more, obviously I will tell you more. But a couple months ago, went to, at the start of this year, I went to Youth For Christ national conference that was about what's going on in Youth For Christ, what is going to be happening, what are the changes, what is God doing, what is God going to do, and we was at Life Central Church in Birmingham. And the first time so just a bit of context, National Youth For Christ is in Birmingham. Well, it's in Helzowen, what is basically in Birmingham. And the first time we went there, I just felt at home and felt God was calling me, and I just felt like God was saying like Birmingham's the place where you're going to be at some point or forever, for whatever it looks like, I don't know. And then the next time we went, we did some training at Life Central where we worked with a charity that they run there that is also part of Youth For Christ, and we also went and did Life Central's youth. And I really felt then again God just call me and go, this is the place you're going to be. you know, I'm calling you here, like there's something about this. And it just felt so weird, and just felt God move, and God used me to talk to a young person there, and I could just see God was using me, and it was so weird, everything that God was doing. I was like, what are you doing, God? And then obviously we had Christmas and the New Year, and then at the start of the year we did the conference there. And it was so weird because I just felt like looking and being there and just kept hearing God's word, and through the week people were talking. There was a young person on the stage speaking, and God just kept reminding me and speaking to me about production and speaking to me about the church. And then this young person was talking about something, that we have to let our passions and our gifts over to God, and we have to let God basically take control, and it has to be for His glory, for His kingdom, not for ours. And I just went, yeah, God, okay. I give you DK Productions, what is a production company I was I was running, and now things are happening with that. And I just went, okay, I give you production, I give you my passion, I give you everything, and I hand it over to you, and it's nothing to do with me anymore. And then literally that week, I spoke to someone on production who works there. He's basically the production manager at the church. And he went, oh, by the way, I think you sound really like you would be great for our gap year we do, for our internship. And I was like, oh, you do an internship? I didn't have a clue that you did that, especially in youth work. Sorry, in production. I knew they did something, internship thing in youth, and in the charity that they run there. But I didn't realise in production or worship. So I spoke to the guy who runs the internship gap year called Equipped. I spoke to him, and he was really encouraging, and I just felt like God said, this is what I was calling you to, this is what I was telling you about, and this is what's next. So I've just been praying about it and all that over the past couple of months, and then obviously I had an interview, and then I found out a couple of weeks ago that I got into production, youth work, and potentially worship at Life Central Church. And I don't have a clue what God is going to do. I know God is calling me to amazing things, and God is going to do so much in my life in September and for the rest of that year. So the plan at the moment, and what God is calling me to, is an internship gap year at Life Central Church in production and youth work, and potentially worship. I don't know yet. But you know, God is doing amazing things, and I'm so excited for what God is going to do. So I will update you more about that when I know. But yeah, I'll obviously be taking you hopefully on the journey with me on that, and we'll see what God is going to do. I'm so excited. I'm so thankful for everything God has done this year. So I think that's it. I think I've covered everything that I need to. So obviously I will now try and, you know, make sure that I update the next 2. I think it'll be after this. But yeah, it's so amazing to see you all. Well, I'm not seeing you all, you're seeing me, but you know what I mean. But thank you for coming and watching. I'm so sorry that I haven't done one in about 3 months. Thank you for staying along. Thank you for being patient. Thank you for all the support that you've been giving me over the past year. And yeah, I will see you later. And bye. See you later. Bye.